Hello everyone, and welcome back. Before you can analyze data, build dashboards, or create reports, you need clean data. And if you've ever imported data from another system or received a spreadsheet from someone else, you know that messy data is everywhere. Names are inconsistent. There are extra spaces. Information that should be in separate columns is crammed into one cell. And sometimes you have duplicate records that throw off your analysis. The good news is that Excel has tools for all of these problems. In this lesson, I'll show you 5 tasks Excel professionals use to turn messy spreadsheets into clean, usable data. Let's get started. Imagine you're preparing a report and you notice that some regions have unnecessary spaces before or after the text. Maybe one cell says West, another says West with extra spaces, and Excel treats them as different values. This can break lookups, pivot tables, and formulas. To fix this, Excel has the trim function. Trim removes leading spaces, trailing spaces, and extra spaces between words, leaving only a single space where needed. Simply reference the cell with the messy text, and Excel returns a clean version. Apply the formula down the column, and suddenly your data becomes much more reliable. Now that we've fixed the spaces, let's make the text itself more consistent. Sometimes names are entered in all uppercase letters. Other times they're all lowercase. And sometimes the capitalization is inconsistent. Instead of manually fixing every row, we can let Excel do the work. The proper function capitalizes the first letter of each word, making names look professional. If you need everything in uppercase, use upper. And if you need everything in lowercase, use lower. These functions are especially useful when working with names, emails, cities, and product descriptions. Now our text looks much cleaner. But sometimes the problem isn't how the data looks. It's how the data is organized. Suppose your employee data contains full names in one column, but you need first names and last names in separate columns. Instead of splitting everything manually, Excel gives you multiple smart options. You can use the flash fill feature. Just type your first example, and Excel will sense the pattern and automatically fill the rest of the column for you. If you're using modern Excel, you can use TEXTSPLIT. TEXTSPLIT separates information automatically based on a delimiter, such as a space or a comma. Another option is text to columns. This feature lets you divide information into multiple columns without writing formulas. Whether you're separating names, addresses, or imported data, these tools save a tremendous amount of time. Let's say you have first names and last names in separate columns, but you want to display a full name. Excel gives you multiple ways to handle this. If you want a quick, formula-free solution, you can use flash fill. Simply type the desired result in the first cell as an example, like the full name or combined city and state. Excel will recognize the pattern and automatically fill the rest of the column for you. For dynamic updates using formulas, you have 2 great options. CONCAT combines values directly together. TEXTJOIN does the same thing, but it also allows you to insert separators automatically, like spaces, commas, or dashes. These functions are incredibly useful when creating labels, reports, or preparing data for export. Our data is now organized and properly formatted. Duplicate data can distort your analysis. You might accidentally count customers twice, inflate sales numbers, or create inaccurate reports. One way to deal with duplicates is with a unique function. Unique extracts only distinct values and creates a dynamic list that updates automatically. Another option is the Remove Duplicates feature. With just a few clicks, Excel removes repeated records and leaves only unique entries behind. This is especially useful when working with customer lists, product IDs, or employee records. And that's it. Thank you for watching. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more structured Excel tutorials.